no Q&A today. However, Key Club will be having an event on Monday during lunch. We're going to be selling midterm mugs, so we've made mugs with hot cocoa mix and marshmallows and candy canes to be selling to be raising money for charity, and it's a great sort of thing to buy if you're looking for something to help you de-stress during midterms. We'll be selling them in room 4 during lunch on Monday, and we'll also have snacks and Christmas music, and also we got mugs that you can color like their principal designs on them, and it's a great way to sort of de-stress and have fun during midterms week. So you can, I hope to see you all there. Yeah, they will be $8. Yes.
French Club will be having a meeting tomorrow. I'm gonna make some food. We'll see what it is. And Santa got pushed until tomorrow, so tomorrow is going to be dress-up day, Santa and elves. So General Student Council, please pick up your elf hats from Justin in the morning. Thank you. And dress in red and green. And dress in red and green.
Cross-country team, there's a meeting today at lunch in the physics room. Please be there, it's going to be fun.
Guild meeting tomorrow in the physics room. We're going to be continuing the D&D campaign. And for those of you who are not in the campaign, I'm going to be bringing Werewolf for you guys to play. So come on out.
As the mud of the dirt trail splashed onto my shoes, I felt the wind rushing against my face. The air was crisp, the sky clear. It was the first race of my sophomore cross-country season. Although I wasn't even close to being the leader of the pack, I got the feeling that my hard work was paying off. All the hours I spent, the pain and sweat that I put into the sport were finally coming together. Though my breaths were short and strained, my steps were firm, radiating confidence and fervor. My heart pounded, the love that I had for the sport fueling me every step of the way. Throughout my life, I've been passionate about many things, whether it be performing card magic or solving Rubik's cubes. These interests that I find aren't suggested by others, let alone a requirement, yet I spent countless hours locked away, learning and practicing these techniques to perfection. It's natural for me to put so much time into these interests because it is my inner desire for self-improvement that propels me to practice hard. However, I never could have imagined that running, which I'm terrible at, was a true passion in my life. I signed up for cross-country as my first intramural sport in my freshman year. I wasn't sure if I was committed, I just wanted to try it out. During the first days of practice, I was filled with energy. Spring in my step as I trotted along the track at a leisurely pace. However, as practices continued, workouts got progressively difficult. The number of miles increased, and the speed at which we were required to run grew steadily, from jogging a couple miles to running a full 5K at a near-base pace. The energy in my legs began to fade, and the breaths in my lungs grew weak and desperate. My form broke down completely, bringing my speed down to a crawl. When my teammates sprinted uphill with seemingly infinite energy, my body struggled to push out each step as they trudged one by one through the dirt. As this pattern continued, my exhaustion only grew worse. I became apprehensive, discouraged by my struggle to keep up with the rest of the team. The first race of the year, I nearly placed last, barely keeping up with the final group of runners. I felt that I wasn't contributing to the team at all, and I questioned my decision to sign up for cross-country in the first place. However, there would always be a glint of pride for completing each race, a light that pulled me in, calling me to the track each and every day. Although I was still nowhere near feeling accomplished or fulfilled each time I crossed the finish line, I knew that I would always be able to improve, despite my difficulties. My eyes were set on that light, my body ready to endure. As each strained step and forced breath dragged me down to the ground, greater fighting motivation boiled under me. The pain I felt vanished as I pushed my mind and body to the limit, my struggling steps now striking the ground with resistance and fear. The hardships that I faced became the fuel of my passion, launching me to the finish line like never before. Over the summer, I began running on treadmills, tracks, dirt trails, whenever I could. I enjoyed the rush of adrenaline and bliss that coursed through me as my shoes hit the track, the grimace on my face showing a smile as I neared the finish. I craved the feeling of accomplishment and fulfillment that running brought me. Going to the gym to spend an hour or two on the treadmill became a habit, and taking a lap around the neighborhood track became an enjoyable pastime rather than a tiresome school activity. As the new season started this fall, I anticipated the first time trial of the year. The result was promising. I had improved my race and mile time by about 3 minutes. Cross country had become a part of it, just like I enjoy doing bag tricks and solving riddles. I'm often told that when choosing a sport, extracurricular activity, or even a future career, I should choose the ones that I'm better at or more interested in. Is that good advice? While it may be easier to become successful in the things that I'm naturally good at or drawn to, with optimism, hope, and continued practice, I can develop a passion for something that I struggle with and eventually become successful. As I continue putting one foot in front of the other, the wind feels cool and comforting. My feet flying over the trail at terrific speeds. I see the brilliant light beaming off the sunlit horizon, now brighter than ever before. I continue to pursue its luminescent glow, my every step now radiating purpose and intent, as I look forward to the finish line of success with optimism, hope, and relentless commitment. Thank you.
Thank you all for participating in our Alice scenarios this morning. I've already gotten some really useful feedback from students and teachers, and look forward to more feedback. Check your email later this afternoon for an opportunity to provide more feedback. We can learn and always do better with your help. So I have to tell you all that I do lose sleep over worrying about you guys. But I don't really lose that much sleep worrying about you guys in like a shooting situation. I think the odds of that happening are so low. You know, I don't lose sleep over that. I do lose sleep over worrying about you guys because I worry that you guys are losing too much sleep. Like my number one concern with your like health and safety is that you guys don't sleep enough. So please, if you're worried about something, get some more sleep at night. If you want a superpower, get some sleep. That would help you out a lot. So, but we do need to think about these other things that aren't as fun to think about, including the possibility of a shooter on campus. We don't like to think about it, but I appreciate you guys kind of going over those scenarios this morning. This environment right now is kind of one of the scariest environments, but I also think it's one of the reasons we should be the most courageous. So I want to run through a couple scenarios of what might happen in this kind of scenario, in this location during a break, and I'd like you to just take one little moment to think about what you might do if that were to happen. So let's just say we're here at break and we hear some popping outside, and someone comes in and says there's someone with a gun on campus. Take a moment and think about how you might respond if that were the case. Okay. Everyone's got some thoughts, right? And what we talk about is options-based training. There's a lot of what ifs that you might ask, like where do you hear the sound coming from? I would want to run away as safely as possible in that situation, right? So if we heard some popping going on over there and someone said there was a gun on campus, I'd want to get down that hill as fast as I could. But one of the risks in this room is that we might trample over each other and cause more damage if that were to happen, or if any time there was a scenario when we needed to exit this building. So in order to do it as safely as possible without hurting as many of our friends and loved ones in this room, we would need to do it calmly and as quietly as possible to avoid hurting anybody. Let's do one more scenario. What if, what would you do if someone actually came into the room with a weapon and threatened us? Take a moment just to think about it. I think it's really useful. This is a scenario where that would be pretty scary, definitely, but I think that we could stand up for ourselves in that scenario, and I hope that you would consider the counter, the C of Alice in that situation. We got a lot of chairs. We could do a lot of damage to someone who tried to do a lot of damage to us, and I think we could pretty quickly mitigate any of that damage by countering any sort of threat like that. A couple other things that I want to convey that I think are really important. One of them is that we don't know who would be the leader in any of those situations. And I want you all to think that you might be that leader. It might be that, someone like me, I'm standing in front of the class as the teacher and I'm kind of the default leader. But in that situation, I've never been in that kind of situation. I don't know for sure how I would respond. And if I froze up and as the teacher, I would hope that one of you would take the leadership role and help lead the class to safety. So remember that even though you're a student, you might be the leader in that situation. And feel free to take that role if you feel like you're the best person to take that role in the classroom. And then the other thing that you have to think about is if there is a weapon and you're able to disarm someone, you don't want to carry that weapon. All right, it's really important. You don't want police to see you holding a weapon. That's a really dangerous situation. So what you want to do is find a place like a garbage can and put a weapon in the garbage can and remember what it is and just keep everybody away from it. That's the other really important thing. I want to thank you all for going through this. I know it's uncomfortable, but we all agree that it's really important to take a little moment to think about these things. I really feel very lucky to be a part of this community. Thanks.
Me too. I feel like we recorded this community too. Nice job. I really, really did. Why are we here? River, did you say auditions? I couldn't tell. Yes, we're having his auditions. Yay!
Yes, please, if you've never tried theater, this is a great opportunity. Essentially, we've taken some short stories and adopted them from the stage, and all of these are written within the last few years. They're very up to date, very current.
3:30 today in the theater. Just bring yourselves. We'll have signs for you to read. Thanks.
Pretty fun. I also want to let you know about an opportunity. Mr. Martin, the other Mr. Martin, and myself this Sunday are going to go up to the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, in the morning, and then in the afternoon to the D. Young Museum. Of course, you all have very important exams and exam reviews happening early next week. But if you feel like you're actually pretty caught up on that preparation and you need like a little getaway, We may have just a few spaces available, so please see me. And it will be first come, first serve as far as getting those signed permission slips back to me as soon as possible. Please see me after break if you're interested. Thanks.
Good morning. How many of you had a look at the exam calendar schedule for next week? Good for you. Fabulous. I just wanted to share a few things about how we designed that week to help you be successful during exams. So first of all, on Monday and Tuesday, those are X days, so you have a chance to meet with every single class twice between Monday and Tuesday so that you can come with questions and have your questions addressed in class with your teachers. Wednesday, we refer to that as a reading day. So this is mostly an announcement for students that are new to York School. If you're in the 8th or the 9th grade, our expectation is that you come to school on reading day and you attend each of your classes so that your teachers can give you one more day of preparation for exams. If you are a sophomore or a junior or a senior and you talk with your teachers ahead of time and you say, I'd like to stay home for the reading day and I'd like to study at home, you are welcome to do so. You're also welcome to come back to campus for just 1 or 2 classes on the reading day if you're a sophomore, junior, or senior, because you'd like to check in with those teachers. So there's a little variation there between if you're in the 8th grade, 9th grade, or 10th through 12th on the reading day. Exams begin next Thursday. First exam of the day is at 9. Next exam is at 1, lunch between 12 and 1. If you have an exam in the morning and you don't have an exam in the afternoon, you may go home. If you have an exam in the afternoon, but you don't have an exam in the morning, you may stay home. But when you come to campus, please sign in, and if you leave campus, please sign out. There sometimes can be a little stress and anxiety around exams. We want to make sure that you understand that every adult on campus is here for you. If you have questions or concerns about exams, just check in with us so we can help you feel better about how to prepare and how to succeed. Also keep in mind, please, that these are the first semester exams, and it's really the end of your grade that we put on the transcript and share with colleges and universities. This is a mid-year check-in to give you feedback as to how you're doing since the beginning of school. Good luck next week. Thank you.
People can become stressed. We'll be having on Wednesday during the reading day, for anybody who wants to come to show up, we'll be having some sort of group mindfulness practice. Happy to orient you to that, or just to sit and be with you. I'll let you know more about the specific timing on that at our next and last grade of the semester, whatever that is.